So, you've decided today's the day. You find some at-home workout on the internet, you press play, you're ready to go, and then the instructor says something that just completely stops you in your tracks.
Right? Basically unable to sit up. Now, if you're just starting your fitness journey, that sounds less like motivation and more like a threat, doesn't it? It's the kind of thing that makes you want to close the laptop and think, yeah, no, this is definitely not for me. And that's the big question, isn't it? How on earth are you supposed to jump into something when the goal sounds, well, that extreme? You might think you need to go find a special beginner workout, but what if I told you that the secrets to getting started safely are actually hidden right inside this super intense workout?
That's what we're going to do. We're going to build what I'm calling a beginner's toolkit. And the best part is we're pulling all the advice directly from the instructors of this advanced workout. These tips are the key to making any fitness routine work for you, no matter how intimidating it seems. This whole toolkit is really just built on 3 simple core ideas. Once you get these down, you'll have the confidence to tackle pretty much any workout out there.
See, the trick isn't finding an easier workout. It's about learning how to make the workout work for you. We're going to break down these 3 tools: pacing, modifying, and form. Let's get started with the first one.
All right, first tool in our kit, pacing. You know, when you're a beginner, it's so easy to feel like you have to match the instructor on screen, move for move, second for second. But real progress, that comes from listening to your own body, not trying to keep up with someone else's rhythm. And look, the instructor literally says it right here. They know the intervals are long. They expect you to need a break. Pausing isn't a sign of failure. It's actually a really smart strategy. It lets your muscles recover for a second so you can jump back in with good, solid form instead of just quitting completely. So you gotta remember, your body is the boss here. Forget the clock, forget the person on the screen. If you need a breather, you take one. Shifting your mindset away from "I have to burn out" and towards "I need to be consistent" is probably the biggest first step you can take. Okay, let's get to our second tool. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all: modifying your moves. Think of every exercise like it has a volume knob. You can turn the intensity up or you can turn it down. And the instructors in this hardcore workout actually show you exactly how to do it. Okay, first example, the jackknife crunch. The full-on version has you keeping your arms and legs perfectly straight, folding your body up like, well, a jackknife. For most people just starting out, that's incredibly challenging. But check out the modification. The instructor tells you, word for word, to just bend your knees to make it quite a lot easier. It's that simple. You're still working the exact same core muscles, but you've dialed down the difficulty to match where you are today. Let's look at another one, the knee tuck crunch. This one is a huge challenge for your core stability because you're basically balancing on your tailbone the whole time. The advanced version has you doing this with your hands totally off the ground, but the modification for beginners, just put your hands on the floor behind you. It gives you that extra balance and support so you can actually focus on the ab crunch without feeling like you're going to tip over. All right, one more example to really drive this home, the Russian twist. It's a classic core move for sure, but it can put a ton of strain on your lower back if your body isn't ready for the full version. So what's the easier option here? It's so simple. Just keep your feet on the ground. The instructor points this out. Lifting your feet adds this huge balance challenge, but by keeping them planted, you create a stable base, which lets you focus on mastering that twisting motion safely. And that leads us perfectly into our final and absolutely non-negotiable tool, form. This is everything. Good form is what keeps you safe and makes sure you're actually working the right muscles. Bad form, on the other hand, isn't just a waste of time and energy, it's how you get hurt. And these points, they're all direct quotes from this so-called intense workout. The instructors are constantly reminding you, press your lower back into the mat to protect your spine. Don't just swing your legs, use muscle control. Protect your neck by looking down, not up. Think of this as your mental safety checklist for every single repetition you do. So after all that, what have we learned? We've built this toolkit, right? 3 simple but powerful principles: pacing, modifying, and form. And when you put them all together, they give you a completely different way to look at fitness. See, the real goal isn't to go hunting for an easy workout. It's to develop a beginner's mindset. It's knowing that you have the power to take any workout, no matter how scary it looks, and make it your own. You control the pace, you modify the moves, and you focus on your form. So now, you have the toolkit. You know the secrets are hidden in plain sight. You know that even the most advanced-looking routines have everything a beginner needs to start safely. The only question left is, what challenge that maybe seemed impossible yesterday are you ready to take on now?